It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Dolphins leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Packers, and it comes your way next.
Well, the skies certainly aren't cooperating, Brock, but for a lot of those guys on the fields, this is perfect football weather. As we welcome you to another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And here we go from Miami. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
They'll run here on first down. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
And Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it too. But you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to counteract them. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
Hauled in left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. They'll motion a tight end left. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Play action on first down. That one's complete, right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Sending a receiver left. Throwing now on first down. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Blown back gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. To throw it on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the play, drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home at that side.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the sack. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Dropping back to throw. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush Ghetto. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins and their running back about to get back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far. On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. Up the sideline to the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Miami in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. From midfield now. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now looking to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. They give it to him again. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pull out in front further, 13-zip. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back. Line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Out now runs the Packer offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They go play action on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the 1st. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down Packers. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning the tight end left. 3rd and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins and this running back headed back out for a new series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. No return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. To throw here on first down. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. A look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 43. Completed over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They're set up at the 35 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Packers all set to get back out there. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Packers with a long ways to go for a score. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 22-yard line.
Handoff now from the gun. And this play isn't a whole lot better. He gets back to the line, but no further. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Back to the well again. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a throw. This finds Franklin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing it again here. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So we've reached halftime down here in Miami. The Dolphins have the lead. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Airing it out to start this drive. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give now from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds a man right side. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hand off to the back. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Brings up second down.
Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Setting up a throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be third and short coming up. They send the tight end in motion. The handoff on third and short. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. He'll throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Handoff now out of the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Able to get it to Franklin. And he's brought down after a short game.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Play action on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He can't hang on to the pass. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now here comes offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. They catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It is Cup, left side. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Packers. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taking a big shot for the end. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Throwing now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Get some space around midfield. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking for a throw here. Looking right, and he finds him. And they take him down right along the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Another carry for him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Ball in left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. And no problem converting on 4th.
Here's a give up the middle. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're throwing it. Has it in close. Touchdown, Miami. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Looking to tack on the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 18. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Pass play coming here. Burton there to bring it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They are throwing it again. Hits his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Throwing from the gun. This finds Franklin. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Dolphins get on that football. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though. Yeah,
it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on first down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. And they send a man in motion. They'll run now on second down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins approaching win number 7 on the year. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 10 to 60.
Back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Space on the right. He's got room. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now, get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Sending their offense back out there. They're headed down now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Right up the gut. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.